He's a DC comic, but he's one of New York's most exciting up-and-coming voices. He recently headlined Caroline's for the first time. And yeah, not as a waiter, as a stand-up comedian. He's wonderful. Won't you put your hands together for Donnie Sengstack?
Guys, Maeve Higgins, everybody. Keep it going for us. Yeah, it's great. I just turned 24 years old. That's pretty cool. Guys, thank you. That was really fast. You guys jumped to that. That's like, I can tell. I think you said you could tell. But it's fine. I'm 24. And I've got a stutter when I talk, you know? So I'm like right around that age now where my friends will turn me into a drinking game. I feel like I don't have to explain the game. Thanks, guys. You really caught on to that fast. That's going to save me some time. Thank you. No, it's not. It's true. What happens when I do? You know, go home. I hang out with my friends and stuff, and we'll be drinking. And whenever I stutter, they'll just take a drink or whatever they're having. You know. First few times that happens, it does kind of piss you off, you know, but like, eventually I realized, oh yeah, the drunker my friends get, the more similar our speech patterns become. Alright, it's a good game, let's play another round. I'm in, let's go. I don't know, I'm 24 now, right? It's a time to start like doing more mature, you know, drinking, like I gotta start... Right, you gotta start drinking like beers for adults and stuff. It's like I'm trying really hard to get into IPAs. There's only one I. Sorry, it's embarrassing. I should clear that up. I gotta clear that up. I can't have some beer nerd coming up to me after the show like, hey, what's an IPA? What's that like? Is that hoppier? Does that have more hops? What's in that? No, it's not real. I'm sorry. It's not a real beer. It's a bad mistake. But if I'm being completely honest, I'm not even sure what IPA stands for. You know, like if I had to guess, I would say that IPA stands for, I pretend to like this so I can bond with my dad. a pale ale. So I can bond with my dad, pale ale. I know, whenever I go home, my dad's always walking around like, hey, try this new grapefruit IPA. It's, well, it's bitter and awful like a grapefruit. And it's also bitter and awful like an IPA. That sounds good. Let's do that one. I don't know. I feel like living here in New York City has made me a lot smarter. I feel like I'm kind of like more in touch with a lot of, you know, social issues. Like there was a while here where everyone was boycotting Starbucks, and like I was way on board with that from the beginning, you know, because what Starbucks did was they called the cops on two black kids who were just hanging out. They kicked them out of the store, and then Starbucks shut down for an entire day to hold sensitivity training. And that, guys, it didn't work. I don't know if you know that. Because there was another national news story, big deal, very important to me. That came out of a Starbucks in Philadelphia, the same town. And in this particular story, there was a guy with a stutter who went into the Starbucks. His name was Sam. At Starbucks, you know, a place where they ask, hey, can I get a name for the order? And so Sam says that. I don't know whatever that was, but he said that. Yeah, no, this is completely true. The guy's name is Sam, and the barista goes, "Can I get a drink for the order?" The guy goes, "Yeah, it's Sam." The barista makes the drink and comes back, and the cup says Sam with 5 S's on it. I know, it was a big story. It made the national news. It was a huge deal. The barista got fired, and I personally have a lot of thoughts about that. But I think if there's one thing everyone should know about that, it's that you could just not send me that article. That's all I think about. That's the only thing I think about all the time. God, I wish it had been me, you know. Just need an excuse to go viral. I don't know. What? I'm not going to make it in this business until I get a barista fired. It's good to set goals. I don't know. I think it's going pretty well here. I think everything's going all right. I actually just got accepted to perform at a comedy festival for people with disabilities. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, thank you. No, it's fine. The fucked up thing was like I didn't even apply. I don't know how they found me. It's just been shouting in the woods, and they're like, "He's perfect." Festival. I'm gonna do it. As I said, yes. You gotta, you know. Because it feels good when a room full of people comes together and decides like, oh yeah, you're definitely funny enough to perform at our comedy festival. What feels bad is when a room full of people comes together and decides, oh yeah, you are definitely disabled enough to perform at our comedy festival. Thank you very much. Wow, that means a lot. I think that's true too. No, I did. I've done my research. I looked it up. Everyone else on this festival, nobody else has a stutter. Everyone else is either in a wheelchair or like has some kind of dwarfism. Like I could dunk on any of these people, you know, slam it at home. I'm excited. I'm worried. I'm gonna feel bad. I'm gonna have to walk in there with like a real bad limp. Just like, what's wrong with you? A lot more than you realize. That's for sure. No, it's the festival already happened. It was great. I do like a lot of these, you know, big get-togethers like that one, because we all kind of get together and, you know, discuss politics. So there's an election coming up, or like who's going to be the best candidate for the disabled community. And so people were asking me like, oh, Donnie, you live up in New York City. How do you feel about Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez? I think you guys can tell how I feel. That's too many vowels, guys. That's absurd. All right, that's more than half. All right, that's too many. All right, it's hard for you. Know, doesn't anybody else's name? Donald J. Trump. All right, I'm a single-issue voter, folks. That's what I'm sorry. Because if you think about it, though, it was entirely Republicans. You know, all the Republicans have had the easy-to-say names with the good, you know, hard consonants for the last 100 years. We had George W. Bush, George H.W. Bush, Ronald Reagan, Richard Nixon, all the way back to like Teddy Roosevelt, right? Everyone here talks about how great the Obama years were. And for some of us, 8 years. Or like 13 or 14, I don't know, it's a while. That was hard though. The vowel sounds are like by far the hardest like sounds for me to say with my stutter. Stutter's different for everybody, but vowel sounds are really hard for me. Just stuff because I work as a tour guide here in New York City, and like I'm not from here, you know. I gotta learn words about the city that I can't say that I have to say on tour sometimes, right? Like. If I'm ever giving a bike tour along the Hudson River, sometimes I just have to say the word Erie Canal. I feel like the payoff's not there. Nobody was waiting for that, you know? Nobody. Not even me. I didn't care. I lost interest halfway through. I don't need to say that. Thank you guys very much. My name is Donnie Sengstack.